I'm too nervous. I forgot how to speak. I'm just showing you cape. Ooh. Looks fluffy. Is my face certainly looks fluffy. Not a beard. It's not a beard. But what ears are on this? I wonder. Could just leave it like this. Leave it a mystery. Ooh. Do you think it will have many different kinds of ears? Soft ears, banana ears. Ooh, what do those look like? Ooh, there's flowers. Oh, it's deer. Oh dear. Deer ears are what they are. I'm sorry I tricked you and misled you and bamboozled you with the thumbnail. The silhouette, it was a fake out. It's true. It was. Very cute. Thank you. Thank you. And I can also wear it with my glasses for cute fall comfy look. And I can also put the cape down, which is also very cute. It's very cute. I'm really excited to be able to use it. I'm gonna use it all the time. My cute deer cape. All right, now children's. Before you leave, gather round my campfire. It has been revealed suddenly. Gather round, everyone. For it is time for me to tell you a story. What do you do in the fall, in the forest, with a cozy cape on, but tell spooky stories? Now, let me tell you a little story about someone I knew. He fell down the rabbit hole too. Like many fans, he started by watching clips. Maybe at first he thought it was a little strange. These anime girls who talked about all kinds of things that he'd never heard from idols before. That was exactly what made them stick in his mind. They seemed real. They were real. Whatever they were talking about, from cursed internet lore to mermaid poses, it drew him in. He was captured. From then on, clips weren't enough. He wanted the full con. He wanted to be there to witness the birth of these clippable moments. He started watching streams. He would catch what he could. As her loading screen ended and she began to talk, he knew it was over. This was his Oshi. He watched every stream. He didn't have a choice. She pulled him in completely. She was lethally entertaining, with a relaxing voice and the loudest laugh he had ever heard. Finally felt like he found a community to which he could truly devote himself. For the first time, he knew what it was to have an Oshi. As he fell deeper into the woodworkers community, he stopped watching the other members as much. He still cared for them, but he simply didn't have time to watch. He tried to watch clips here and there when he could, but for the most part, all his time was spent watching his Oshi. She wasn't like the other members. She streamed, and she streamed, and she streamed. 6-hour stream, 8-hour stream, 12-hour stream, one after another, chained together with barely 4 hours left to sleep between them, and he watched every minute. His connection to reality began to drift away. Tech would go unread, calls unanswered, door unattended. She celebrated 1 month of streaming, 6 months of streaming, 1 year of streaming, and he realized he hadn't seen another human since before her debut. He would catch glimpses of the couriers delivering his groceries, the garbage collector, the mailman. He lived on a quiet street. The only voice he heard was his Oshi. She reminded him to take care of himself, feed himself, wash, and sleep when she wasn't streaming. He complied, but still, he was losing weight, his skin growing pale, the bags under his eyes darkening. The weight loss was the worst part. He couldn't bring himself to eat. Food repulsed him. He picked the toppings off his burgers. Then he couldn't keep the bun down, and all he was eating was the patty. His Oshi was planning a marathon 24-hour stream. He was planning too. He had to watch the entire stream, and for that, he would need supplies. He could go without showering for a day. He would eat. But what? Food repulsed him. He considered microwavable meals, maybe a steak, but potatoes put him off. Lately, all he could keep down was meat. He called the butcher. It startled him hearing such a gruff voice, and his request came out in stutters. Beef and pork, enough to feed a person for a day. He scheduled a special delivery so he wouldn't have to leave his house. And on the day of the stream, just an hour before, the delivery man rang the doorbell. And he was surprised that for the first time in months, something smelled good. He rushed downstairs, excited that he may have finally found food he could eat. He was skinny, his face gaunt, and the delivery man looked at him with a concerned and strange look. But he didn't care. Paid for the meat and quickly shooed the delivery man away. Placed the bag on the counter and inhaled the aroma of raw meat, but the scent was gone. That appetizing scent, if it wasn't the meat, what was it? The stream was starting. He didn't have time to contemplate, so he left the meat in a pot to boil and returned to his computer. The stream was amazing. She played games, she sang karaoke, she chatted with her viewers with expertise and wit. He was delighted. So delighted, he forgot to eat. The overboiled meat waited for him on the stove. He nibbled at it. After hours hours of staring at the ceiling. Just as sleep began to take hold of his mind, he smelled something. It was delicious. His salivary glands activated. Starved of appetite for months, he shivered. Light returned to his eyes. He needed to track down the scent. Perhaps a new restaurant had opened up? Checked the time, coughing in delicious pleasure. A barbecue. He had reached the source of the delicious smell. He stopped. He stood in front of the morgue. The building was burning. He must have made it before the firefighters. He stepped into the burning morgue, ready for his feast. This is a cautionary tale. They say that in periods of isolation, you may be susceptible to possession by the Wendigo, a creature with great antlers that drives innocent people to cannibalism. Luckily, you'll be safe as long as she doesn't know your location. However, if you're sitting around the campfire with her, it's already too late. That is my spooky story for the evening. Thank you for coming. Beware the Wendigo. I wrote this earlier. I mean, this is a true story that I heard. I heard about it earlier today. Thank you for listening, and thank you for regarding my cape. That's all I have for you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Should I take the cape off one more time? It's cute like this too. Get this out of here. Back to cute, not spooky. Alright, thank you, thank you. Thank you for listening to my silly story. And watch out, beware the Wendigo. Beware.